Pray with me as I sing this song. If I could tell her, Tony's gonna help me with it. As I sat in the restaurant, sipping on a soft drink, enjoying the food and taking time to think, I happened to notice in the corner of the room a young lady eating alone with her face of gloom. She was hurting, it was evident, her face a torment. She tried but couldn't hide the hurt inside. As she fumbled with a ring, I knew what her decision would bring. I recognized the pain, 'cause I had been there the same. As she worked through her guilt and shame, I didn't know who he was or his name, but I know he was the blame for the pain inside the rain. If I could tell her what she feels would pass, if I could tell her the hurt won't last, if I could tell her I know a friend, if I could tell her he could take her heart and mend. As I sat in the restaurant, I couldn't eat from staring. I wanted so bad to interrupt and just walk up. Do I dare to introduce myself and share if she would even care? But I could see the hurt there, too hard for her to bear. It was like it was yesterday. I felt the same way. As I looked at her, I could see me sitting there. If I could tell her what she feels would last, if I could tell her the hurt won't last, if I could tell her I know a friend, if I could tell her he'll take her heart and bend, I could tell her anything. It doesn't have to be this way. There could be a brighter day. Hold your head up high. No longer do you have to ask why. No one loves you is a lie. Love for you did not die. No longer do you have to cry. Look at sorrow in the eye and say bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What would you say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What would you say? Oh yeah. It was just like it was yesterday. What would you say? Listen, I would tell her I know a friend. I know this friend, and you just let me tell you about him. He could take that pain away. Yes, he will, yes, he will. And you can have a brighter day. What would you say? I don't want to see you go through what I went through before I stretched out on God. I don't want to see you hurt like I did. It don't have to be this way. I know the man that can love you greater than any man. What would you say? I know the man that can hold don't have to hurt no more. If I could just tell her,
what would you say?
I've been there where you are. I know you say nobody felt the way I do. Oh,
what would you say?
there's been a change in my life. Instead of trusting a man, I trusted the man.
What would you say?
Ah, Lord, how I'm gonna raise these children, 2 being boys. Oh, but that Big Daddy Jesus, he crushed them and he molded them. Big Daddy Jesus, yeah. You would let me just talk to you, young lady. I know you think you know how it should go, and I think you're wondering what can you tell me. But I can tell you that God, he will never forsake you. He will never leave you.
You say
You gotta put your trust in God. 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 Put your trust in God.
what would you say?
Put your trust in God. 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 Put your trust. Put your trust. Put your trust. Put your trust in God.
You say
Put your trust in God. Oh yeah, yeah,
what you say?
yeah. Hallelujah. That's what I would tell her. That's what I would tell her. That's what I would tell her. Hallelujah.